Hey boys and girls, welcome back. It's me, Keith the Misprint Guy, and welcome to week 43, in which I share with you all kinds of strange and unusual cards from my game called Magic the Gathering. Misprints, test prints, if there's something downright weird with it, I want to share it with you. So now, what do I have for you this week? Well, if you've been paying attention, one of the things that I shared with you a few episodes ago were the Exodus cards that are foil. A while back, and there was a Visions card in there as well, but they had to figure out what they were going to do as far as foils. And those Exodus cards that I share with you, there's a good amount of them out there. I mean, good as in, if you want to wave a good chunk of change around, you can find one of them. Just check forums and stuff like that. Somebody's going to be willing to sell one of them. And there's usually one on eBay at any given moment. But the thing is, as rare as those are, and as obvious as they are, especially the black bordered ones, as to how that ended up being our foils, those look very similar. But not that long ago, some Exodus cards surfaced that are a little bit different. Now, I guess we could call this a foil, but this is another example of what they wanted to do as far as, well, let's use the word premium cards are concerned. That's the word that they use, and they wanted to have some sort of differential between normal and premium, and this is almost what they went with. Now I'm sure that given what I'm showing you from this distance, you can't see it so well, so let me just drop in a scan there. And this card here is Cursed Flesh. Now the thing is, these are extremely rare, probably 10 times more rare than the other Exodus cards that I showed you in the past. Finding these is a challenge, let alone finding someone that would actually sell you one. And if you take a look at it, the only thing that separates this from a regular Cursed Flesh is the fact that we have the shooting star that was used in the old foils. And then if you look, one thing that is different is that the rarity symbol is it's kind of embossed. It has a slightly different look to it and makes it look kind of neat. That part I do like. But the fact that the overwhelming majority of this card looks exactly like the normal version, that really doesn't set it apart so much. One thing I do hate about foils, it seems like these days, is they like to curl drastically, and I can assure you that this card is as flat as any other Exodus card you would probably own. But yeah, I mean, foils have evolved, but this is one of the things that behind the scenes, that they decided they wanted to do, and I don't know how quickly, because these are so rare. They might have rejected this like right off the bat, said this just isn't enough. But as far as real information that I can find on this card, I really haven't found much of anything, and it's really not for a lack of trying, because this is the kind of thing that's sitting in my collection and I want to know what the hell I'm talking about. But the only real information I found is they didn't do this, duh. So now I've seen maybe only about a dozen of these. I mean, it's really hard to say. There could be somebody sitting on a couple hundred of them in their basement, but as far as what has been released to date in the public is very, very few of these, and I have yet to see a duplicate. I made sure that I got this card. It's a horrible card, but the artwork is amazing because Ron Spencer is one of my favorite artists. So, this, not to be confused with the other Exodus foils, this is their, I guess you'd say, failed attempt at what they wanted to do. Now, the one thing that we do have to point out, and I'm sure a lot of you may know, but it's just kind of one of those things that you seem to kind of forget. The interesting thing about Exodus is it's the first set in which they had rarity colors. So that might be a way for them to go, let's really make that stand out. And then here we have, the silver. So you think, okay, well, we know of silver being the uncommon, but they might have even been playing with that as far as colors and designs, and they never really embossed any cards. But so this is just what they wanted to do, and at some point decided against it. So I know a lot of you want to talk price, but again, finding this is extremely difficult, and it would vary from card to card, but we're talking at least $1,000 for something like this. And due to its simplicity, I did ask one judge one time for the hell of it. Yeah, they said, yeah, sure, if you want to play this. I mean, Cursed Flesh isn't all that fantastic, but if we were to find something a little bit better, hey, why not? And so far, the very few that I have seen weren't all that impressive as far as playability. Now, I hope that changes, and if I ever find any more of these, I will be sure to let you know. But I just wanted to let you know that there are cards like this out there, and good luck finding them, okay? So, as always, questions, comments, concerns, feel free to get a hold of me. My email's coming up in a few seconds. And, that's really it. Feel free to subscribe and comment and all that good stuff. So, it's always good to hear from you. So, that's really it. Until then, I will talk to you soon, all right? So take care.